Hi everyone, we are live. It's Karen Stuckey here from Church Support Australia. It's been a while since I've done a Facebook Live like this before, probably closer to 6 months ago. So it's great to jump back on here, and I am here to remind you that it's August, and in August it's nearly December. Before you know it, it will be December, and December means Christmas. And we all know what a busy month Christmas can be. But this year, I'm going to tell you of a wonderful outreach event that your church can do. I've done it. Quite a few churches have done it. It is an amazing, successful event, an amazing outreach. It brings community together. It brings churches together. And I am on a bandwagon and excited about this. So this event just really blows my mind in how popular it is. And I've been doing it for about 2 to 3 years. And I am going to introduce you to two wonderful ladies who can help cultivate a great Christmas event in your church for 2024. So let me introduce you to Karen Sharman.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Karen.
Hi, ladies. It's so great to have you both here and talk about an amazing outreach event, which happens to do with gingerbread. If you can see from Karen's title, Gingerbread Folk. Karen is the owner of Gingerbread Folk and founder, and she has such amazing charisma and ideas and inspiration to all around gingerbread. And Karen, can you tell us a bit about Gingerbread Folk and how you got started?
Absolutely. Well, it was a very long time ago now, close to 24 years actually. And we started making gingerbread houses because we did this at home and we just loved it. We loved the way that it brought our family together, and we could see the joy in the children had. And we started to actually we made beautiful memories and created great traditions this way, but we started to invite friends, and we began to see how it connected us and brought a beautiful tradition in place. So this is something we continued over time, and then we decided that it would be great to bring it to the business as well. So in actual fact, we didn't know at first how popular it would be. So we made kits that would sell just to individuals. And our first group, I think it was the Salvation Army. And I remember they asked us for 50 kits. And we said, wow, how do we do that? Of course, we can make 50 easily now and a lot more too. But back then it was a lot. But we rose to the occasion, and we produced our beautiful quality gingerbread. And they were very happy, and they came back again, and that's history. I guess it all went from there. So one happy group, and we learned how to supply them in quantity and deliver beautiful customer service at the same time. So yeah, that's the story.
Wow! So once the Salvation Army asked, you decided to do groups on a larger scale, did you?
No, we didn't actually ever really do any promotion, which is a nice thing, because we found that, good product and good service, the word spreads. So people, they talked amongst each other, and we were approached by more and more groups over the year, and that's really what we've continued to do. We just do what we do best. We don't particularly have to do marketing for it, but it's just a lovely thing to be able to share that with everyone. So it brings us a lot of joy as well to hear all the wonderful feedback and hear about people's events and the beautiful times they have together and the connections they make and share.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And Sonia, you're down in South Australia, Tea Tree Gully Community Church. And how long have you been running the Gingerbread House events for?
Well, this one will be our second event. So we did it for the
Yeah.
first time last year. And, yeah, it was great. Probably, I would say, the easiest event we have ever run because of the way that the gingerbread folk have the kits all ready to go. Virtually nothing to do except give people their kits and set up your afternoon. And it makes it so easy. And I came across it and I thought it was just a brilliant idea. So we ran it for the first time last year. We're going to do it again this year.
Wow. How popular did you find the event?
Actually, it was very popular. The reason why we wanted to do it was to have an event that connected with our local community. And the response was actually quite surprising. It really was something people said, yes, I want to do that. And we had a lot more outside of the church people than we did church people that came to do it. People brought kids, they brought grandkids. And it was just, a good fun afternoon and everyone really enjoyed it.
Wow, that sounds so good. And did you have to plan much ahead of time for your event?
No, not really. We obviously we had to buy the lollies so people can decorate the kits. Everything else was provided. We did some afternoon tea, set up the room. Pretty much that's all you have to do. I mean, even the wrapping and the board is included in the kit. It's literally nothing you need to do at all. I think it's just absolutely fantastic. The icing's ready to go, everything. And I think it's just such a well thought out kit that just makes it so easy. And I think for churches that's important because you don't want something that's going to be a lot of work that you need a big team to try and pull off. They've just made it as easy as possible. So, yeah.
Yeah. Did you find you had to have helpers to help people put them together, or were they pretty easy to
No, there's a little video that you can play that gives instructions. And there's instructions, I think, on the kit as well. And, it was all very simple. And I think the brilliant thing is that all the pieces are just going to fit and it's going to stay together and it's going to be structurally sound. I remember we ran one of these things years and years and years ago, and we baked all of the kits ourselves. And we will never, ever do that again. But, it's, when you make them themselves, the edges don't always fit together neatly and you get, the roof doesn't quite go on, but these kits is like, they're foolproof.
Thanks for sharing that, Sonia, because that's something we are very proud of. We're proud of the fact that it's a really good quality kit, as you say, that fits together. The ready-made icing is beautiful and strong. It's also allergy-free and gluten-free and dairy-free, so it's very inclusive. But it's fast-drying and it holds the houses up. So, the last thing you want at an event are houses falling down. So you can be really confident. There are no fasteners and no straps or whatever needed to hold the house up. It just goes up and then you can have the fun decorating. So as you say, it's very easy to assemble and we're proud of that.
Yeah. Karen, what's actually in the kit?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, of course, the pre-baked gingerbread house parts that all fit well together. And you've got your baseboard, a foil baseboard that the house sits on. So that's what you build on. And then you use your ready-made icing. So the ready-made icing comes in the piping bag already, and just a pair of scissors and snip the end and squeeze it on and up it goes. As Sonia said, we've also got the cellophane and the ribbon to wrap it. So at the end of the night, people can take their beautiful creations, wrap them up, tie the ribbon on and take them home. And actually, amazingly, people sometimes say, do I need a box? But you don't. They're really sturdy because they're just a solid product and it just ties together beautifully with the cellophane and people walk out with their masterpieces. So it works really well and they get them home in one piece. So that's the great part.
And they look so beautiful too. I noticed that, Sonia, you had a man, I think, at your last event last year, and he done a garage.
Oh, that's right, yes.
He done a garage out of his
He wanted a knife to start cutting up his panels, and I said, what do you want to do that for? I'm like, what's going on here? But he actually he actually created a little garage with a lift up door and put a car in there. That was actually quite good.
Yeah,
it wasn't mutilated that much, Karen. It's all right. It was just one panel was slightly adjusted.
I've heard of a lot of competition at events, and I think it's really nice because it's one of the things that it's not bad competition, it's healthy, happy competition, and people being really creative, having so much fun, and their personality. You can express yourself with a gingerbread house. I think that's one of the most beautiful things. I mean, that's what I remember for us. Beautiful watching the kids confidently express themselves, you know, and there's no right or wrong with a gingerbread house. It can just be anything. The imagination is the limit, and anything and everything is beautiful. Pick a thing.
That's right.
So yeah, a lot of joy and a lot of, and there's always a lot of, I don't know, I'm sure you witnessed this too, Sonia, but a lot of so much talking and sharing and people admiring what other people are doing. So it's a very good way of community connecting. You meet people that you haven't met before, and it's a talking point. So, and of course, not to mention, everybody's there to sort of be part of Christmas. So you can, you know, share that beautiful spirit together. So that's a really precious thing, I think.
And there's people who say, "Oh, I don't like gingerbread," but you have other flavors as well.
Yes, we do. Actually, we have a beautiful chocolate gingerbread house kit, which looks really stunning with the white icing on it. It's chocolate with a hint of ginger, but it's all gingerbread. And really importantly, we also have a gluten-free house kit. And we find that about 5% of a group will select gluten-free. So there's always a celiac group, and we don't charge any more for those kits. We think it's really important that the kits just cost the same. So it's very inclusive, and yes, so to sum that up, we have an original, a chocolate, and a gluten-free version.
Oh, that's good. So you cater for everyone. And Sonia, you said earlier that you have like an afternoon tea or a supper. Where does that fit into the night? Is that
so last time we did it, we run ours in the afternoon, Saturday afternoon, usually around the beginning of December, I think 7th this year. And so last year we got everyone together, we watched the video, got everyone to do decorating, and then we just had a break, you know, a little bit play through for some afternoon tea, and then gave people time to finish off. So we get that connection as well, but a lot of people just kept decorating if they wanted to. We also had, sorry?
I said, I'm sure some people were hugely enthusiastic and wanted to keep going.
Yeah, that's it. So we had a little bit of a competition as well, where we gave everyone a candy cane and they could vote for their favourite gingerbread house, and that person got a prize. So that was quite well entered into, and had that competition you were talking about earlier happening. So we just had a simple morning tea. We probably overcatered last year, so we'll work on that this year. But very easy to do.
It's really lovely that you can make it into something even more than a gingerbread house making event. I mean, you can, that's right. You can have opportunities for people to mingle. I know some groups have talks and as well, and just an opportunity to share messages for the evening, which is really it's a lovely thing to do as well. So taking breaks and slowing the evening down. You did that?
I did a small talk last year as well.
I think that's really nice.
One thing we have found is quite popular is we offer the option of doing a shared kit. So people can do one with a child, or two people can work on one together. That was actually quite a popular option for people too. So they can either do one on their own or they can share one. It works great when you've got small children.
Yeah, for families, that's great.
That's a good idea. And how far in advance, Karen, do people have to book their gingerbread houses?
It's a good question. We actually open our bookings in April every year, and we have our churches that come back every year. They do book really, really early, but it's not too late at all. The popular weeks when everybody wants their kits are between mid-November and mid-December. So they do fill up and they are very highly booked. But booking around now, August, even September is good. And there's no particular cutoff point, but we just we encourage people to book now. The beauty of our booking system is it's very well organised, and most importantly, you don't need to know your numbers yet. So that's a great thing. All we need, it's like a bookmark. We just need to know about you or know about the group, and we pop your group in the right week that you want delivery. So if Sonia would, I think offhand, I can't remember when your event is, but we've got you locked in for supply in the week that you requested. And then we have a cutoff date, which is depending on where you are, we count back and we give you a date. And that's the date we finalise. So the bottom line is it's very flexible. The important thing is that we have bookmarked a place for your group or your church in our system. So most people we find book between now and the end of September. So it gets very hectic.
Yeah.
The flexibility is the great part. So because nobody is thinking Christmas just yet. So people don't know their numbers. And we find that sometimes people say, oh, I can't book. I don't know my numbers, but you don't need to know.
You just need to reserve your spot so you get your delivery.
That's it. Yeah.
So that was one of the things that was really attractive when I found this last year, was that flexibility, because you don't know. It gives you a chance to start selling tickets to get an idea of numbers. The fact that you can even cancel before a certain day if you have to cancel your event for any reason, and you don't get your deposit back. All of those things are so flexible for a church event. You need that sometimes.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
I did want to mention that the deposit is, there's no lock-in. There's no need to lock anything in. So, it's just a placeholder for us, which helps us as a business. It helps us to forecast and make sure that we have everything for everybody on time, which we always do.
Yeah. Very exciting. I'm going to pop up your address to show on the screen. So, ladies, I was just thinking, ladies, if you need a Christmas event for church, this is a great one. And or you can do mixed men as well, men or families.
Yes, we do a lot of dads and dad family days.
Yeah. So there's so many great ideas. Thanks to Sonia too, sharing her how they do it there at Tea Tree Gully. And I just want to encourage anyone who's looking for a great outreach idea. And as Karen said, you can add a bit of a talk into your night and make it a real outreach, and over supper and coffee in between. And jump on the website, gingerbreadfolk.com.au, and at the top, I think it says something about groups.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's right. Perfect. Yeah.
Groups. So click on the groups and fill out the form, and just to get some more information from Karen about how much it will cost, and all those other things that you'll need to know in running a group event. So I encourage you to do it and get in quick, get your spots quick, because they will fill up, and they are filling up. And and they really taste yummy. My husband would say he would eat the gingerbread without decorating it. But they are really yummy. So I want to encourage everyone to.
I still enjoy gingerbread man every single day with a cup of tea. Yes, I do.
Yeah. So Karen, is there anything else you'd like to add on to the end?
I think I think we've covered a lot there, and just just to say that it really does bring us a lot of joy. And one of the nicest things is at the end of the season, we see everybody posting on social media about the beautiful events they've had, and we can see firsthand the fun and the connections that it makes in communities. I think that's just really rewarding part of what we do, because it is really, really hard work. I'm not so much making it anymore, but we do have a beautiful team of workers, and everybody's, you know, they love hearing how much joy it brings to communities. And the fact that, well, actually, that's probably worth mentioning. There's nowhere we won't deliver. So we go right around Australia, absolutely everywhere. We have a really great network freight provider, and it's we'll deliver anywhere. So
no, that's good. And they're all fresh and ready to go, and it's so easy to do, as Sonia explained. And I've done 2 or 3 events. I cannot keep track, but I encourage you to jump in and do it this year, and have fun and create memories and community.
Thank you so much, Karen, for having me, and so lovely to meet you, Sonia, in person. And meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, ladies, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.